Cheyenne, good morning.
Howdy, howdy. Who am I talking to?
Eric Wilson, Sports
Oh,
Arena,
what's up, Eric?
WKI. So if I can quote Samuel L. Jackson to Barack Obama, so you just going up and leave, huh? So, I mean, talk to me about this, Cheyenne. You started your career with the Sky, 6 years with them, and now, as you said, the sky is not the limit. You going to chase after your dream. So talk to me about this move.
It was just a decision that I had to make for myself. I had to do what was best for me. In the long run, it was a business decision. At the end of the day, this is a business. No matter the relationships you've built, the love you have, the loyalty you have, it's still a business. So I definitely made the business decision to leave Chicago and join Atlanta.
All right. So talk to me about this calendar, because I know it's hot off the presses, girl. What's going on with it?
Yes, I have a calendar that I launched at the beginning of the new year. It's doing really well. It's just basically showing my sexy side, a side that most basketball players don't get a chance to really show or showcase. So it's something that I love to do. I love modeling. So I just wanted to start by telling a story, and that's what I did with this calendar. It's like it's got a nice little caption and a title of each. I named all my pieces because to me it's like a form of art. So yeah, calendars for sale.
Well, I am going to miss you, Cheyenne, but I'm excited to see this next chapter in your journey, and best of luck to you in the ATL.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate
it. Bailey Johnson.
Hey, Cheyenne, Bailey Johnson with the next. I know 3-point shooting is something you've added to your game sort of in the last couple of years. How did you decide to add that to your game and sort of develop that aspect?
I just always try to get better every year. I try to always add something new, add more savvy, more skill, whatever it may be. Like, for example, in the off season this year, now that I've found my shot, now I'm focusing on longer, deeper range, faster release, quicker first step moves, just always just trying to improve and become a better basketball player. There's something that I've learned about myself is that my potential is endless. So I'm just excited to get better with Atlanta and just, take off.
All right, Howard Megdal, go ahead.
Cheyenne, Howard Megdal, the next. Congratulations and good to chat with you always.
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate it.
I'm curious, every single year has been a step up for you. If you look at production, if you look at the range of things that you're able to do on the court, you're at an age, though, where you should be in your prime, and there's next steps presumably still to go. So you just spoke a little bit about this in your answer to Bailey, but I'm wondering, what do you see both as your next step individually and just team-wise, how much that factored into the decision to go into Atlanta, to what you could build collectively?
That's a good question. So for me, like I was saying, like personally, I just want to obviously be better than I was last year. So I'm focusing on more weaknesses than strengths, and just trying to improve the rough spots. Like, for example, my defense, my team defense, all around team defense, individual defense, not so much, but just more like team defense and knowing where to be, when to be, knowing the schemes. That's something that I want to improve on. And I think that comes with just watching film, analyzing film, and realizing where I need to be and working on that. I think that's something that I want to bring to my next level. The coach talked a lot about having a dominant post presence and needing that dominant post presence to also be able to stretch the floor. So right now, my focus is basically on being that dominant post presence that she's looking for. And I think this is a great opportunity for me to kind of like spread my wings and finally get that starting position, or more than like 20 minutes, maybe, let's like really getting the opportunity to put some nice numbers up.
Thanks, Cheyenne. All the best.
Thank you.
All right, Terrell Thomas, we'll go to you.
Good morning. Welcome to Atlanta. Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. What was it about the Atlanta Dream that made you decide to come here? And did you have any other teams on your radar that you were considering before deciding to actually come to the A?
So I actually had planned on going back to Chicago just out of my love and loyalty to them, until I found out that I actually had a much higher worth than I was being offered with Chicago. So once I realized that, and I heard there were a few other teams interested, I did weigh my options, obviously. However, Atlanta was a no-brainer as far as all the other teams that were offering, because for one, I have a lot of family in Atlanta. I have a lot of friends in Atlanta. I went to high school in Atlanta for a couple of years. So that when I was saying on Instagram, like, it really feels like a homecoming, it really does. Like, it's so many people that's already just reached out, like, this is crazy. Like, you're so close to home. And even in North Carolina, where I finished high school, like, even there is closer to there too. So it's just so much love and support I'm getting. But the reason I chose Atlanta was, like I said, it was more of a business decision. Like, Atlanta is a growing community, especially for the Black businesses. And that's something, like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. So Black business is something that, right up my alley. I'm also very interested in movie production, and Tyler Perry is somebody I look a lot up to. Like, I literally love Tyler Perry. So I really look forward to eventually crossing paths with him. And he just opened a really amazing studio there. So it's just a lot of reasons that Atlanta was just, a hands down choice. And that's just aside from the basketball side with the opportunities that I'm going to have. The roster, the roster is full of dogs. And I hate to call them dogs, but what I mean by that is just true athletes. We have a very athletic roster. I made a joke. I made a joke to my boyfriend. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be the slowest one on the team. So yeah, I'm working on my quickness this year. But I love this. I love the athleticism that the roster has. Just the fact that we can really show a lot of heart with our defense and our grit. I love the grittiness of the rosters, and I feel like I'm gonna fit right in.
Thank you.
Jamila Johnson, we'll go to you.
Hey, Cheyenne, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, you already kind of mentioned this, that you already know a lot of people in Atlanta. As far as your teammates, have you spoken to any of your teammates already? If so, can you share what they talked to you about? And also, I wanted to ask you a follow-up question after this.
Okay. Yes, I of course reached out after I was allowed to legally announce that I was a part of the Dream. I reached out to them shortly after, and I just I sent like a mass text to everybody saying the same thing. Like, I'm looking forward to meeting you all and playing with you ladies, and let me know when you in town so we could get in the lab and start making some chemistry. And I really did say that, so I have bars, but we're not talking about that. Yes, I reached out to everyone, and I heard back from Tiff, and I already knew Tiff. Tiff and I were a part of the FAM organization. Courtney Williams is part of the FAM organization. FAM Sports is just basically an agency that we are all signed with. So I have a relationship with a lot of the players just through that. So yeah, we spoke briefly, and Mo was just like, if you need anything, let me know, girl. Need any plugs? So everyone's being very welcoming. They added me to the group chat, so it's official. I'm like on the squad now.
Awesome, thank you. And also, you spent your off season, but you were still playing, so it wasn't really off for you, but you were playing in France. And what was that like during the pandemic and everything?
I am here right now in France. Yes, I'm in France. I'm in the south of France right now. No, but this was actually the most amazing place I've played since I've been playing. I've been playing 6 seasons, and it's so beautiful here. And we're just gonna be happy because I'm selling her team right now. Yes, BLMA. I'm right on the beach. Like, if I flip the screen, you'll see the beach. It's been really cool. Like, even though it's COVID, I think this is probably the best place to end up on lockdown, because you can still be on your balcony enjoying the scene, the view. Thankfully, I've been in a really nice, beautiful nature place, because it's kept my headspace, you know, I've been fine. I've been surviving fine. I have my dog here. So it's been fine. The off season has been fine. I've been in France, just chilling, working out, doing the same old thing. I'm really excited to be coming home, though. I just finished here. I'll be going home next week. I'm packing up, obviously, in Chicago to make my transition. But I'm excited to get back and just start, like, you know, training with the coaches in Atlanta and building that chemistry, that rhythm, like getting into my everyday rhythm.
Thank you.
Aria Schwartz, go ahead.
Thank you. Aria Schwartz, Winsider. I want to talk about your game for a second here. You're a big presence on both sides of the ball, but specifically with this roster in your game, what excites you? Like, what are you most looking forward to?
Kind of like what I was talking about earlier, like just the athleticism. Like, I'm looking most forward to being a defensive identified team. I really like the idea that we're all so gritty and we can really identify ourselves as the dogs of the league, you know, and just be those dogs that nobody wants to play against because our defense is just elite. And you know, a lot of people, I don't know the word to call it, but when your defense is just like, nobody wants to play them because they're about to lock up and they're not going for none of that. So that is what I'm really most excited about, the defense, because I know the defense wins games. And I've already read so many articles that saying, you know, there's always going to be those articles that come out and give you that fuel that's doubting the team. And I've already read, you know, just about how, you know, are we ready to be a playoff contending team? And absolutely, we're ready to be playing a playoff contending team. There's no question in my head about that. And that's what I'm most excited about. I'm most excited about proving those people wrong because, you know, of course we're gonna get rated real low at the bottom, and I love that. Like, that's what I'm excited to see, those ratings, because that's what I'm gonna use to fuel my teammates all season long to just kick ass. Oh, my bad. Just to kick butt.
One quick follow-up. What do you think is the most underrated part of your game?
I would say shooting the three, but that's probably something I would say last year. This year, I think I earned that respect. Like, that's something that Nikki emphasized. Like, you know, we know you can shoot the ball. We want you to shoot the ball. You know, so to have a coach just flat out say that to me off jump, you know, I'm excited that, you know, that's something that shows me like all my hard work has paid off, and now it's just at this point building on that. But I think besides that, I think something that I can work on offensively is, what was the question? Sorry, I definitely tracked off.
No worries. What you believe your most underrated aspect of your game is?
Underrated aspect.
Not getting enough attention.
See, and that's what I would say. I think I'm gonna stick with my shot, because I think people still don't really know yet, like what's to come. You know, like I said, I'm working on my range now, and so far is looking nice. So I think my most underrated part of my game would be my shot, my 3-point, my range, for sure.
Shoot your shot.
Exactly.
Pepper Parsley, go ahead.
Hi, Cheyenne. It's nice to talk with you today. I was just wondering, have you ever had a chance to speak with Coach Collin about your role on the team?
Yes, we've spoken. I kind of talked about it earlier a little bit. She just really emphasized that something that they've lacked for a few years is just like a very dominant post presence, you know, having scores off the block from passing the ball in the block. And that's something that that's like my specialty, you know. So the on the block work is something that she's looking for, you know, and you know that excited me because that's something that I'm it's kind of like that's my bread and butter. And then she also mentioned that she's looking for a post player that can spread the floor and create space for the guards to do their thing because of the type of guards that we do have. And that's something also that I can bring to the team. So it was really exciting to hear what, you know, the things that she's looking for, because it's exactly what I can bring. And it's something that I'm excited to to have, you know, that type of role, that type of responsibility. I'm just like ready to embrace it. You know, I'm excited to step up to the challenge, and, you know, be a leader on the floor, which is something that I've worked up to this point to finally have the chance to do. And I'm excited about that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Raphael Haynes, we'll go to you.
Hey, Raphael from a 3-point conversion. First of all, congratulations on coming to Atlanta once again.
Thank you.
You talked about reading an article, and they was talking about this team couldn't compete or whatever, which is crazy to me. You think about all the talent you all have with Kennedy, Courtney, Mo, Tiff, name a few. Then we're adding you as well. I know, you know, every year you all look, you know, hey, we want to win game by game, but our goal is, you know, championship maybe. But honestly, are you really thinking about we can do some damage here and really make some noise in the playoffs?
Yes, honestly, yes. I'm not selling a fairy tale. Like, I'm not selling like this, you know, the one thing, and I want my teammates to know that and believe that and know that. And that's just from being a vet in the league now up to this point. It's anybody's game any night. And it's about a mindset and mentality on who's winning and who's losing. And I think we have the grit, and I think we have the ability. And I don't think, you know, we're definitely playoff. There's no question. I don't have any doubt about that.
Then just as a follow-up, you're very flamboyant, you know, love to have fun and all of that. You look at this team. Tiff, that's my girl. She's crazy. She's, you know, everybody love to have fun. Do you think you fit in well, not just on a basketball court as far as playing, but just personality wise and having fun and everything? Do you think it's a great match?
Yeah, for sure. Hands down. Yeah. That's the least, like, that's something that naturally, like for example, I already had that, you know, kind of relationship with them off the court. So as far as that's concerned, yeah, that's a given. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Down to our last few questions here. Zach Gottlieb, go ahead.
Hi, Zach Gottlieb from Primetime Sports Talk. First of all, I wanted to say congratulations. Big move to Atlanta.
Thank you so much.
And I just wanted to ask, we're in a not normal off season with COVID and all. You know, meeting people is a little harder these days. How do you expect to build that chemistry with your teammates?
It's definitely going to be rough. You know, we're gonna have a rough time at it. You know, just because of the short turnaround of some people are overseas and some people, you know, are dealing with their own thing and COVID, obviously. But you know, that's just a part of it. You know, the chemistry will naturally start to build the more we play together, the more we practice together. And that's why I think I did reach out to them so soon. Like, and I don't know if players do that or not, but I want to win. I want to win games. You know, I want us to grow and build this franchise. Like, I don't know if the PR, she might have heard about me already, because I was like, I want to talk to the marketing team. I want to talk to, you know, I want to build the franchise as much as I can, because that's something that I love to, you know, like I said, I love production and just marketing and getting more exposure for the WNBA period, you know? And so the more love and attention we can get to the Atlanta Dream, the better. So, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Eric Wilson, we'll go back to you.
Cheyenne, you brought up, you know, meditation and everything. So I definitely wanted to ask you about that, because I know when you were in the Wubble last year, you know, that was something that you really focused on to make sure you stayed centered and grounded and focused when it came to the short season. Talk to me about what's happened between then and now. How has the meditation been going? You know, how are you mentally feeling? And as you gear up to start this new team, you know, what's your mindset like right now?
It's been going really great, actually. I've enjoyed meditation just as much here. It's even better when you're like close to nature like this, might I I think that is why I'm in a great headspace here. Like I'm not, most of the time I'm in a rush to get home from overseas, and we've just finished our last game Saturday, and I don't leave until next week. Like I'm really chilling. Like I'm just decompressing and looking at properties here. Yeah, but I fell in love with this place. I'm looking at properties here. But the headspace, the meditation, it has been great. And the place I'm at, I've been like I said, I've been working out with the coach here and working on my range. So that's something that I've really just been focusing on, just getting better in the lab, you know. I'm in a good place mentally. I'm confident. I'm excited for a new chapter, for a new beginning. And I think, you know, overall, as far as the meditation is concerned, like I'm really excited that Monique, she has her own like channel where she does it. And I finally did one, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a great pre-game sesh. Like I'm really excited about that, you know. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
It did. And I will say this. I think something that people underestimate about you is what you have on your arm. It's your relentlessness. And that is something that I can honestly say is I'm gonna miss seeing. So I guess I'm gonna have to watch some Atlanta Dream games this year.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Tune in. That's all. Tune in.
I appreciate you, Cheyenne. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Eric.
All right, we'll go to Christina Williams for the last question. Go ahead.
Hey, Cheyenne, it's Christina from Girls Talk Sports TV.
Oh, hey, girl.
My question for you is, obviously yesterday was the start of Black History Month. Can you talk about the pride you have in being a Black female athlete?
Man, first of all, I'm blessed to be where I am. I'm blessed to be at the place I am in my life as a Black woman. I'm truly blessed, and I think it's super important for us to acknowledge where Black women are in history, as athletes, as businesswomen, as artists. You know, it's just truly a beautiful thing, and you know, we're still going. This is just on the journey. You know, I'm just a part of the journey, a part of the history line. So I'm just thankful to be a part of it, and I'm thankful for the opportunity, for the moment.
Tomorrow is National Girls and Women in Sports Day. What advice do you have for girls or women who aspire to be where you are today?
Advice I would have for any young lady that's watching or reading would be to always believe in yourself. Never, ever doubt yourself. Never question yourself for 1 second. No matter who may question you, no matter who may doubt you and tell you can't do something, always believe that you can and that you're capable and you're able.
Thank you so much, and best of luck in Atlanta.
Thank you, Christina. Good to talk to you.
Always.
All right, thank you, everybody.